I always tell my daughter, I tell her three things. I tell her work hard, have a positive attitude, and always treat others the way you want to be treated. And if you combine those three things with the CPA, then the sky is the limit for you. The CPA provides such a platform, and if you continue to use that and learn and develop new skills, it can take you anywhere.
Steve Bragg is the Atlantic leader of business growth and legacy and the Newfoundland and Labrador market leader for MC Advisory, a boutique advisory firm created in affiliation with the law firm McInnes Cooper. In his current role, he leads the firm's business growth and legacy service for Atlantic Canada, which is focused on leaders and entrepreneurs who are looking for growth and long-term legacy planning. Steve's work focuses on transaction advisory services, including buying, selling, and valuing businesses. Steve was born and raised in St. John's, Newfoundland. He is the son of Helena Bragg and the late Bud Bragg and has two sisters, Trini and Lindsay. Steve credits his mother for instilling a strong work ethic in him at a young age. He graduated from Memorial University of Newfoundland with a Bachelor of Commerce honors in 1996. He was on the Dean's List and received the Dean's Award for Academic Excellence, Leadership, and contributions to the university community. In 1999, he obtained his accounting designation while articling with Grant Thornton. He also received his Chartered Business Valuator designation in 2008. Steve's professional life started at Grant Thornton as an assistant staff accountant, working his way up to senior manager, audit and assurance. In 2004, he changed roles.
I shifted gears, really, and I moved from audit to corporate finance. And from 2004 till 2010 at Grant Thornton, I ran the corporate finance practice.
In 2010, Steve joined Deloitte, where he held progressive roles until becoming a partner in 2014.
At the time, I was the only partner, or one of the few in Newfoundland, in the field of valuations and transactions at any of the firms. So that was a really special accomplishment for me. And so I spent 7 or 8 years with Deloitte. And, I'd been 20 years in public accounting, and I felt like I wanted to broaden my horizons. And that's when I took the role of Chief Operating Officer at Cox & Palmer, which is a law firm.
In that role, Steve sat on the firm's regional board and chaired the Regional Operations Committee. In 2021, Steve joined the startup consulting firm MC Advisory, returning him to his roots, working with business leaders and owners.
So here I am, 25 years into my career, and I'm with a startup consulting firm. Obviously, it has the backing of McInnes Cooper, but it's an exciting opportunity, and I'm looking forward to see where it takes me.
One of the things that stands out to me about Steve the most is that he is super proud of his CPA designation, and I think if you've had a chance to meet Steve, his family comes first, bar all. And then there's probably a tie between CPA, curling, and golf, and the other loves in his life. So that was key to me. I think he's a great ambassador for the CPA brand, but he also uses it to give back to the community in tremendous ways through some of the organizations that he volunteers with, and does it very, very proudly.
Steve has been giving back to the CPA profession for many years. He has been serving on the CPA NL Board of Directors since 2017. Steve also became a member of the CPA NL Education Foundation Board, and in 2020 became Vice Chair. Over the years, he has presented and coordinated various courses for the CPA NL PD program. He has also volunteered during the annual tax clinics. Steve is very proud of his community involvement. He is currently the chair of the annual golf tournament for the Eating Disorder Foundation. He was recently recognized by the Premier for his 15 years of dedication to this organization, and in 2019, he was named the recipient of the Renata E. Withers Community Support Award for his outstanding contributions. Steve has been a member of the Rotary Club of St. John's East since 2009 and has served on the club's board as director, treasurer, secretary, vice president, and then became president in 2015. In 2018, he was named a Paul Harris Fellow in recognition of his contribution and dedication to the club. This is the highest international designation that a Rotarian can receive. Steve has also volunteered with many other organizations, including the Heart and Stroke Foundation, St. Bonaventure's College, the Ballyhaley Golf and Country Club, and the Canadian Cancer Society, just to name a few.
I think it's really important to get involved in an organization that means something to you. I joined the Canadian Cancer Society board because my wife had a cancer scare and was a cancer survivor. So being able to help out there meant a lot to me.
Steve founded the Turkey Tangle in 1996, an annual golf tournament at Ballyhaley on Thanksgiving weekend. It started with 24 players and has since grown to include approximately 100 players in 3 divisions.
Played that for 26 years, so I'm very proud of that. To me, it was something small, but talk about community involvement. That makes me feel so good when October comes around every year and we play that event.
Steve is an avid curler and golfer. He has represented Newfoundland and Labrador numerous times at the Canadian Curling Club Championships, finishing 3rd in Canada in 2011 and representing Newfoundland and Labrador at the Canadian Junior Golf Championships in 1991. He feels very fortunate to be able to share the love of these 2 sports with his family. Steve currently resides in St. John's with his wife Lori and their daughter Bridget. He loves spending time with his family and is adamant that he could not get his FCPA designation without their love and support.
I'm proud of being a CPA. I'm proud now to be an FCPA and again join that list. And it makes me feel like, when you look at the sum total of your career and you look back what you've done, whether it's in the boardroom or outside of the boardroom or outside of the office, to be giving this honor as an FCPA, it makes me feel like I've made a little bit of a difference somewhere, and that's very special to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, our new fellow, Mr. Steve Bragg.